Hey, what's up, everybody? Nick Unreal for NewOrleans.Football, and you're watching The Dot, presented by Matt Bowers Auto Group. It's Friday, so that means it's time for the weekly mailbag. As always, ask questions in our private Twitter community. You can find the link to that in the threaded tweet below this one. The Saints just put out their injury report, so we'll start there. Tyrann Mathieu was listed with an illness. Mike Thomas also listed as questionable. I would be shocked if Mike Thomas does not play in this game. I think that he's going to be out there, and I think we're going to see him play after missing all of last season. And with Mathieu, I think that's probably a little bit up in the air. Not a lot of detail on what's going on there. If it's not a major illness, I don't think it would be hard for him to play after missing today's practice. So we'll see how that develops throughout the weekend. That's going to be something to follow ahead of kickoff on Sunday. Our first question this week is about Adam Troutman and what has held him back throughout the first couple of years of his career. And I think really the only issue for him is his concentration, and he needs to see plays through, not drop passes, make sure he's securing the ball before turning up the field, securing it when he's carrying it. I think it's just that little bit of focus. He's talked about that, and throughout the summer, I think we saw improved play from him. So I don't think there's a major hurdle for him to clear to take that next step in his development. Who do you think will cover the slot this week? My best guess would be on Justin Evans. I think that he did a really good job at that throughout the preseason, and I just think it makes a lot of sense to bring him down forward instead of somebody like PJ Williams. If you put Evans there, it doesn't disturb your other dime packages and that Williams will be a part of. So I think it's just a little bit of a cleaner fit for him. And our last question, how involved do you think Chris Olave and Alontae Taylor will be early in the season? Look, I know on the depth chart they listed Olave at the bottom of that. He's not the bottom wide receiver on the depth chart. He's in that top three. I think we're going to see a whole lot of him this week and every single week. His fit in this offense is really good, and he also is just a really good player. He shows up looking really mature on the field, off the field, carries himself well, makes a lot of plays out. Route running is going to translate. As for Taylor, I think it's going to take a little bit of time for him to find his spot on the field. He's still developing a little bit, and the injury he had with his hip took him off the field and maybe set him back just a little bit. But at some point this year, he's going to find the way to play. So that's it for this week's mailbag. We'll be in Atlanta for that game. We'll have everything you need to know before, during, after. So keep it locked to NewOrleans.Football.